Alright, as you can see right here, here's my main character. Since this is the first day the game's been out, obviously I only made one character. He's a level 12, and it's a Titan. Human for the species. You see the plus sign here, that means you can create a new guardian. You can have, obviously, multiple guardians. They have three different classes as of right now, which is a warlock, hunter, and then my class, which is a Titan. And then each of those have a subclass that you can branch off into as you level them up later in the game. I believe with mine, I'm going to go ahead and assume it's all classes, but with mine, when I get to level 15, you can get the subclass. So when I get to that point, I'll make sure I make another video. Hopefully that'll be tomorrow. So let's get into it. I'm going to go ahead and choose my Titan. Alright, with this screen, this is pretty much where your mission, where you choose all your missions at. Alright, how do you choose your missions? You go to set destination. And right now, all I have available is Earth, the Moon, and then the Crucible. The Crucible is not so much missions, it's more PvP, which is player versus player. This is where you go to verse other gamers. You know, no different than, doing multiplayer for like Call of Duty. I don't do that too much on here. I got this game for the RPG, co-op aspect of the game. So I don't really mess with the Crucible. Some people do, that's on you. Alright, so if I wanted to choose a mission, I say I want to go to Earth. So what missions do they have available on Earth for me so far? These are the missions that I have. Every mission has, a level to it. Like right now it says level 2 story, level 4 patrol. This is not so much a story mission. These are kind of optional, and so on and so forth. Right now I'm doing the moon missions. That's kind of where I'm at in the game right now. As you can see, the missions that are kind of like pulsating with this blue. These are missions that are just been made available to me and I haven't done yet. So I'm gonna do those. I'm most likely gonna stream those in a little bit on Twitch. But I'm not gonna make a video on that on YouTube right now. So let's go back. Since I'm gonna do a video on the tower, I'm gonna show you how to get to the tower. So right here, this is the tower. Choose that, and when you choose your location, you go ahead and launch. Here we go. Alright. Now as you can see here, I'm at the tower. This is kind of like a gathering place for all the other gamers who are online. So, first area I want to go to. This is like a storage area. It's called the vault. Go in here, and I got a couple of things in here right now. This is for if I make another character, which I plan on doing when I max out this character. So I plan on probably not going to do the hunter. I'll probably go warlock, because all the other games I never really go warlock, but I'm going to try it in this game. So when I do warlock, and I don't want to buy armor or weapons, or I don't have to go out and find them, I want to just go ahead and equip them with with good stuff, like right off the bat. I have stuff here in the vault that I can use between different characters, as long as they're all connected to one account, and then all the characters that are on that account can use all the stuff that's in the vault. So I have these here. It's not quite filled out. Obviously you can see there's a max amount that you can put in a vault, which is pretty good. It's a pretty good space. Considering like when you went to Borderlands, you didn't have a lot of space. So that's the vault. Postmaster here is pretty much, he gives you like daily messages or weekly messages on what's going on in the community. Also, he can give you different bounties. This is not the main guy that gives you bounties. I'm going to take you to him next. But yeah, for like messages and like just alerts that go on in the game, this is the guy that you go to. kind of take a look around, kind of get a feel of it. Yeah, he got that yellow face paint on. I'm kind of mad you don't got an option to display or not display your helmet, because I would just keep it off and just have him run around like this, but I guess it makes sense because if you run around the moon, you're going to need a helmet. This guy right here, Xander, is where you get the bounties from.
Ready for reassignment?
Alright, this is where you go to choose your different bounties. Now, as you can see, there's black bounties and there's red bounties. So red bounties is for the Crucible, and as I said before, the Crucible is the PvP. So since I don't do Crucibles, I don't collect the Crucible bounties. I don't accept those bounties because it'd be a waste of space. Because with the bounties, you can only hold up to 5 bounties at a time. So I stick to the regular story mode, co-op bounties. And if you see right down here, you see stock refresh. So it's saying in 4 hours, 58 minutes, so roughly 5 hours, it's going to refresh all this, and it's going to have different bounties, and different objectives to those bounties. So it's constantly changing. So if you're playing with friends, one friend might have this bounty, you might have a different bounty. All right, and the stock refresh is the same with the gunsmiths, and amongst other people that sell you items. So speaking of gunsmiths over here, see the bounty guy, turn to the right, past this little tree right here, random tree at that, and it's still dope, gunsmith. So kind of take a look around. Typical gunsmith, sells you guns. When you play the game, most likely you will never buy guns from him. I wouldn't buy a gun from him. He does give you missions where you gotta go and collect a reward, and he rewards you with a gun. But as far as buying guns, I think I've maybe bought 1 gun from him in the whole game, and everything else I've collected. So he has his miscellaneous stuff where you just use it and it restores your ammo. I would never waste money on that. In my opinion, these cost way too much. And the glimmer, as you can see on the bottom, that's your money, and I don't have too much of it. And 950 out of 2,000. That's way too much. You're better off just picking the ammo up off the ground.
Guardian.
All right, next guy. I guess I should have just show you where he's located right here. Now, how do I explain this guy? This guy is like in games where pretty much you pick up an item and you don't know what it is. You gotta take it to a certain person, and they sort of appraise the item. They tell you what it is. They tell you what it's worth. They tell you all the stats of the item. So through the game, you pick up these items and it has like a question mark on it, and you got to take it to him to appraise. And you pick them up. They're usually 9 times out of 10 rare and strong items, and that's the stuff that when you appraise it with him, you equip it right away. So that's his job, and you can buy some from him, but it's kind of a gamble. So I can buy this right now, he'll praise it, but it'll be a gamble. I won't know what I'm getting. Most likely it'll be a good item, but if it's like a gun, it might be a gun that I don't want to use, even though it'll be good. So same thing here, stock refreshes in roughly an hour. Take a look down here. This guy does missions for the Crucible, which I say I usually don't do, but let's go ahead and look at his menu.
I prefer the night.
As you can see, it says you need Crucible marks. I have 0 out of 120. Because why? Because I don't play the Crucible, and you have to need Crucible rank 2.
Okay.
What?
Same thing. Nothing different there. So if you're a player that likes doing the PvP, that likes going against other players, this is pretty much where you're gonna get your weapons from. And these are pretty damn good weapons at that. But I don't play that, so I really don't come down here and deal with these guys. These guys down here are part of the story mode and doing as far as doing missions, and they give you rewards. So if I do a mission and I get a reward and I gotta come down here, I get it from this guy because I'm a Titan. If you're a hunter, you go to this guy, you get your rewards from him only. I never receive any rewards from this guy because he's a hunter and I'm a Titan. And it's the same goes with Warlock. With a Warlock, if you're a Warlock, you come down to her and get your rewards from her. All right, let's go back up. And as I said, this place is pretty damn big. I was sitting down here waiting for a friend to join the game, and so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go explore around, see what this place has to offer. So, kind of showed you this whole general area here. So let's go into here, which is the hangar where all the planes go. You don't have to go in here to get on your plane and select the mission. You can just push, select and hold Y, you go into orbit. So you don't have to go in here to get on the plane. It's not like Mass Effect. You gotta go to your plane, get travel all the way to your plane, get on it, and then take off. It's not like that. Here there's another guy that sells weapons, and I found that out randomly that there's a guy down here that sells weapons also, and from it looks like he sells weapons that are a little bit more rare than the regular gunsmith that's upstairs in the general area. He also sells crucible weapons. There's a lot of rare stuff. So for those that didn't know this guy was down here, make sure you come and check him out if you're into buying weapons and not picking them up.
Whatever you need to do to the fight, Guardian.
Enough guardians.
Oh wow, I've never been down here, so bear with me. And this is just the lobby. If you want to call it anything, this is a lobby. This whole tower area is this one big lobby. It's interesting. Doesn't seem like there's anything here. And usually you can know if you can approach somebody if they have just a blue dot.
Keep up the fight, Titan.
On the screen, on the upper left of the map, the radar. Let's get up out of here. Now, someone to the right side, let's go check out the left side and see what's over there. Ooh, some ghosts here. Okay, so keep that in mind. Didn't know that was here. Thank you. Take that. This is Tower North. No special name there.
fighting the good fight.
Oh, valid.
Guardian.
Guardian Outfitter.
No idea. But things usually happen.
Now with these, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it changes the colors or if these are some kind of like decals that you put on your armor. I'm not sure. I haven't, really tried it yet because they're a little expensive, and I'm always changing my armor. So if it's like I don't know if you can buy it, and if it's buy and use once, you know what? No, I'm not gonna do it. I'll do that later. But I don't know if it's buy and use once or if you buy and then you own that pattern. I'll do that some other time. I'll make another video with that.
Back from the wall.
My biggest complaint is that there is not like a general map. This is a radar. Even when you're at in the lobby area of the tower, there's just a radar. It'd be nice if they would have changed it up to maybe a general map to kind of help you navigate through this area.
You've impressed us.
This is like one of the main story characters. I believe he has stuff also that he can sell you. Obviously, you gotta be, requires level 20 high level crap. You need rare items to even get this stuff. But just kind of give you an idea of what he sells. Same thing, refreshes. I don't know what's going to refresh too. I'm assuming that as time goes on, Bungie will add more and more to the designs that you can add to your character.
Do not stop fighting.
Definitely not. As of right now, that's pretty much it. That's the tower. I believe I've shown you the whole tower. It shows you everybody you can talk to. See this guy. I've never talked to this guy. I see he has emblems. All right. Crucible marks. Once again, Crucible again. So just more Crucible stuff. So at some point, I might have to just suck it up and play Crucible because there's a lot of items in this game that require you to play PvP and against other players, which I'm not too happy about. You shouldn't have to force people to play that, but whatever. I'm gonna have to suck it up and do that eventually. All right, like I said, this whole video is pretty much just about the tower. I'm gonna be streaming on Twitch right after this. The Twitch name is noobTAG. It'll be in the description. It'll be in the video. I'll make sure I try to make another video tomorrow about the gameplay. Thank you guys for watching. Any requests, anything you want to see, let me know. I'll make sure I make a video of it. All right. Thank you guys. This is Sin Black again. I'll talk to you guys soon.